So if you think about all of those things, like what is in the middle there? So doing that exercise really helped me to kind of figure out, okay, what am I good at? What am like, a lot of times in business, you will have to face decisions like whether or not you want to continue doing something, or whether or not you want to start something, or whether or not you want to stop doing something. And this entire past month, like the month of April, I have been kind of trying to decide if I want to continue YouTube. And I shared this on my Instagram. I shared it with everybody who's on my mailing list, and I've gotten some really great feedback from all of you. Most of you want me to continue, and that really means a lot to me. But for me, I wanted to make this video to encourage you if you are trying to make a decision in your business or in your life. Or, okay, let's say you're not trying to make a decision right now. I hope that this can help you later on when you are making a decision. So the reason why I kind of stopped doing YouTube, I think the main thing is that I just had so much to do, and I was doing YouTube for 6 months and I was feeling very drained. Like, it takes a lot of work to record these videos. Even if the recording part, let's say it takes only 15 to 20 minutes to make like a 10 to 15 minute video, but it takes a long time to set up, and then I have to like get ready and stuff, and I have to like prepare. Like I have notes that I have to make beforehand, and then afterwards I have to upload everything and then write up notes for my video editor. So it's a lot of work doing YouTube. So it's not just the time, but also the energy. Like when I have to be on camera, like I want to make sure that I'm like, I guess I'm like showing my best and like doing my best. So I don't want to like record on days where I'm feeling like I'm in a slump. So anyways, yeah, like it was just getting to the point where I felt like it was a lot, and I didn't really know the direction I wanted to go with YouTube. Originally, I created this YouTube because I wanted to put some resources out there for calligraphers who are like looking for like guidance and advice on how to make money with calligraphy. And I've uploaded more than 20 videos on topics related to calligraphy. To be honest, I think another thing was that I was kind of running out of ideas of like calligraphy topics, because I think I made like a video on all the, like, I don't know, so many topics that are like calligraphy business related. Like, how do you start a calligraphy business? How do you do it on the side? How do you do a workshop? How do you get clients? How do you network? I know there can be a lot of other videos that I make with calligraphy, but I just didn't know, like, I felt directionless, I guess. So anyways, that's why I took some time off. Around that time, I had also finished a launch. So I was also a little bit burnt out from that. And so anyways, so basically after this entire month of kind of trying to like figure out if I should continue YouTube or not, my conclusion is that yes, I am continuing. So here I am again. Oh yeah, and I have different hair. I decided to dye my hair. That could be something I share about on another day. But today I wanted to talk about like my reasons for why I wanted to continue doing YouTube, and share like the methods I used to reach my conclusion. So I think the first like piece of advice that I have for you is to give yourself some space. If you're not sure if you want to do something or not, and you're trying to make a decision, like a big decision about it, give yourself some space and some time to think about it. And that's exactly why I took some time off YouTube. The next thing I did was to reach out to mentors and to I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to see what other people were thinking, and maybe they could ask me some questions and like give me like another perspective on like how I could see things, and then like by me answering those questions, then I could figure out what I wanted to do. So there are two things specifically that I wanted to share. With my business coach, actually, he told me about the concept called Ikigai. It's a Japanese word that means your reason for being. So basically your life's purpose. That's what it means. And basically how you can figure out your Ikigai is you can draw a four-way Venn diagram and like jot down the things that you love, jot down the things like that you are good at, what the world needs, and what you can get paid for. So if you think about all of those things, like what is in the middle there? So doing that exercise really helped me to kind of figure out, okay, what am I good at? What can I do? Like, what do I want to help the world with? And like, what can I get paid for? So I did the exercise. I actually couldn't really come up with a conclusion for what the thing in the middle was, but it was still a very useful exercise that got me thinking about like my purpose. So that was the first thing I did. And then another mentor that I reached out to, he did an exercise with me based on Simon Sinek's Start With Why. You can check out the TED Talk. There's also a book that he wrote about it. There are also like workshops that he runs to help people find their purpose and their why. So with this exercise, I can show you what we did, but basically he asked me, we started with, okay, why did I start a calligraphy business? And so I had to answer that, and then you just keep going down like a rabbit hole of asking yourself why. Like he asked me the questions why. So basically he asked, okay, why did you start a calligraphy business? And I said, well, at the time I thought it was really cool. I really like calligraphy and I wanted to learn it and I want to monetize it because I really wanted to have just a side hustle. And I thought that was like a pretty good way of doing it. So that's why I started doing that. And then he asked me, well, why is it important for you to learn and monetize? And then I said, well, my goal, like my dream is to be a digital nomad and to travel the world and work. And then he said, okay, well, why do you want to be a nomad and travel the world? And then I said, because I love meeting different people from different countries. Anyways, it goes on and on and on. And then at the very, very end, we came up with my purpose. So after he asked me like the question why, like a ton of times, like my answer was that I want to inspire people to dream and be their best selves so that they can inspire others and be happy and free. I know that sounds like a mouthful. And that is the conclusion we came up with after I answered all those questions. And after that, I felt like the words didn't really resonate with me. Like it didn't hit me hard, right? So I went back and I actually went and revised my why. So there's actually two parts to it. You have like a to part, like the thing you want to do. Like my purpose is to blank. And then the next part is so that, like you answer. So my purpose is to blank so that blank. The so that part is like the impact you make on the world. So I revised mine and my final one is I inspire people to pursue their dreams confidently so that they can be happy and make the world a better place. And like when I wrote that down for the first time, actually I did this in my journal and I wrote like a ton of different variations of what I want, like what my purpose was. And so when I wrote down this one, I was like, yes, like this is what I want to do. Like I want to inspire people to pursue their dreams. Not only to pursue their dreams, I want them to do it confidently so that like the impact I want to make is that I want people to be happy and I want them to like contribute to making the world a better place. So that is my purpose. And so when I was thinking about, okay, well, should I continue YouTube or not? One of the things was that I just found it like so much work and draining and it took a lot of my energy. And I know you've probably heard like the advice that, okay, if it takes your energy, you should outsource it or you should just not do it. Like you need to be in your zone. So I heard that advice before and I thought, well, maybe if it's taking like so much of my energy, maybe I should just scrap it. But I think that if I'm thinking about my purpose, like I want to inspire people to dream. And how can I do that? Like the fastest way and the most effective way, I think that's with YouTube. Like there's a lot of ways I could do it. I could write a book. I could do a blog. I could keep doing Instagram. But I actually think that YouTube as a platform is such a great way for me to connect with people and like share my story and share my thoughts in like a really authentic way. And I feel like with YouTube, I have a lot of freedom. So anyways, that's basically how I got to figure out that I want to do YouTube. I will be making some changes though, because in the past 6 months, all of my videos were about calligraphy related things, calligraphy and how to make money with calligraphy. But now what I want to do is I actually want to like share more about my life outside of calligraphy with you. So I will still do a video every single week, but half the videos will be calligraphy related and then half the videos will be more life things, random topics. One video that is coming up is I'm gonna make a video on like how I've used menstrual cups for the last 5 years and like how I love it and how I want like all women to use menstrual cups, because it's like there's so many benefits. But that will be coming later. And so anyways, I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you're trying to make a decision, remember to give yourself some space and also to think about what is your big why, like what is your purpose, and does that thing, like does the decision that you're trying to figure out, like which answer helps you to reach your purpose. So I'll leave that with you. And if you have enjoyed this video, I would love it if you took a screenshot of this video, posted this to your Instagram, and tag me at Dina Calligraphy. I love connecting with my subscribers and my followers, and I would love to connect with you, and I will feature you back if you tag me in a story. So yeah, I hope you guys have a fun time making decisions, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.